Okay, so yeah, get comfortable. And you just in through the nose and then exhale through your mouth. Okay, so don't worry about holding it in for a long time or breathing out or blow as you go. Just thinking about trying to relax when you're breathing. So in through the nose and then out through your mouth. You can close your eyes. So in through the nose and then exhale through your mouth. Try and relax the shoulders back and down a little bit. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. So whenever you get tired, this is what you want you to focus on, or when it gets too much. In through the nose, exhale through your mouth. And relax there. So next week I'll do a little bit more practice on this. We'll do the different types of ones. So it's got blow as you go, and then pure splits breathing. So we're going to move on to activity. So I always give 3 options. So one's a standing option, one is a seated option, and then one's an advanced option. So if you've been doing activity for a while, maybe I'll go for the middle one, especially on the first one, rather than shooting straight up. If you're pretty new to it and done no activity for a while, then I'll probably maybe stick with the seated options. We're going to do working time 30 seconds and a recovery time of 60 seconds for the main workout. So we'll do 2 rounds of this, and I'm going to just ask how you getting on after the first round, and then I'll know pushing forward onto the second round if I need to do a little bit more or a little bit less. Okay? So seated or standing, we're going to do the warm-up. So it consists of 20 seconds with 3 exercises with a 10 seconds rest. So I'll show you them what we're going to be doing, and then I'll count you down, and then you're going to go. Is everyone okay with that? Okay? And again, so that thinking on breathing in on one side and then breathing out on the other. So 20 seconds, the first one is going to be your seated march. Okay, so you've got your seated march here, or you're standing here, or if you want to pick up a bit more, you can. Okay, so just as what I highlighted there, pick the option that you feel that's more comfortable or suited for you for the warm-up. Alright, so 20 seconds working time. So we'll start in 10 seconds. And then I'll show you the next exercise. So in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So 20 seconds. That's it. Oh, it looks suddenly gone dark. That's 5 seconds. And rest there. Okay, so now you're going to move on to some shoulder rolls. So just comfortable range. Okay, so we're going to do 10 seconds forward and 10 back. Again, you can do this standard or seated. Advanced is more circles. Okay, off we go. So 10 seconds forwards. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. So that's just warming up the shoulders or loosening off your shoulders. Okay, and back the way. Keep your head and chest up. Nice deep breathing. Okay, and rest there. So next is going to be torso rotation. So we've got here, looking over your shoulder. Just take your time, don't force it round. Just feel that stretch through the spine. Or the standing option, we've got it here. And then reset in the centre. And then here. Advanced, we've got here. Okay, off we go. And then reset in the centre. So you got, don't rush too quickly into it. So breathe in and then breathe out as you come to centre. Breathe in on one side and then breathe out to centre. Feel it's too much in the arms, you can have your arm on your hips. And relax there. So we're going to do another round of each. So back onto the march. So if you feel okay seated, try the standing. So march 3, 2, 1, so 20 seconds. Here. Remember, we're thinking on your middle ground. So that 3 to 7 scale, and not shooting away up to 8, 9 or 10. Halfway. Then shoulder rotations, but we'll take a rest in between. And rest there. So seated or standing, set head and chest up, inhale, exhale, hands by your side. And we're going to do shoulder rotations or circles, 3, 2, and 1. So that's shoulder. Don't worry if you get that full range, even if it's just little circles. Go with comfortable. So 10 seconds forward. So we're changing directions in 3, 2, 1. Change directions. Open up the chest. So if you are the standing option, just make sure the knees are a little bent. You're not locking out the knees. You've got your arm circles. And rest there. So next is your torso rotations, head and chest up. Feet right underneath your hips. You feel a little rotation through the core. Or advanced, we've got this here. So opposite hand to the opposite knee. Okay, off we go. Or you've got your seated option. Another 10 seconds. Remember, breathe in, breathe out to centre. And relax there. Okay, everyone feeling okay? Take a wee drink if you need to. So now we're going to move on to the main activity. So as you can from your plans, you have got 5 exercises. We're going to do 30 seconds working time, so a little bit longer, but we've got a recovery time of 60 seconds. Okay, so in that time, again, you're just focusing on your breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale through your mouth. So we're going to go back to the march again, but it's a little bit longer. So you feel that's okay, you've got here or here. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, off we go. 30 seconds working time. So march again, you can go as comfortable range, or you can have the knee a little bit higher, or you can swing the arms a little bit more. So that's rhythmic, so breathe in, breathe out, or even if you're breathing in and out on one side. So 3, 2, 1, okay, rest there. Next one is sit to stand. So you did this in your physio. So by your chair, so roll off the heels and then you're sit to stand. So just watching here, head, chest up, push up through the heels and then control it down. Feel that's too low, you can have a supported squat here. You feel it in your joints. So you're doing again this for 30 seconds. Or if you want to just stick with just a little bit coming up and then down again. Okay, so we're going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So heel, roll off the heel toe, and then control it down. Head and chest up. Breathe in, and then breathe out as you lower. Or if you feel it's more comfortable, hands on your hips. So feeling your knees, make sure you push down in your heels first, then in your toes. Or you've got here, supported, and rest there. Okay, so next one is standing toe and overhead reach. So you've got the standing, so you're hinging forward and then overhead reach. Or we've got seated here. Or if you feel it's too uppy downy, just overhead and then coming down here. Alright, so we're going in 20 seconds. So seated or standing. So it's this overhead, full body. If it gets too much overhead work, just come up to shoulder height. So you feel a bit dizzy overhead, just come hands up to here. So we're going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Overhead reach. So that the lengthening through the spine, and then you're pushing your bottom back when you're hinging down, a little tap, and then overhead reach. Too much in shoulders, just up to shoulder height. 10 seconds. Breathe in as you open up the chest, breathe out as you lower. And relax there. So we've got 2 more exercises. So seated side bend with overhead reach, or standing. So we've got reach, and then here, reach, so the toe comes out slightly. So there's a lateral movement. Or we've got seated, so the same side is moving, but they're going in opposite directions. Or here, or you can just stick with either just an upper or a lower. So we're going in 20 seconds. So it's all about not pushing yourself through it. Okay, so we're going in 10 seconds. Nice deep breathe in. 3, 2, and 1. So reach and reach. So again, if you feel it's overhead is too much, just bring it across the body. Rotation through the spine. So it doesn't need to be right over your head, you can be over in front. And you're seated. Here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last one is a bit more upper focused. Again, so we've got rotating punches here. If you feel it's too much in here, we can do punch and then down, punch and then down. Okay, again, this can be done seated. Here. Or if you want to add in a little bit of a toe tap to get upper and lower in, you can. 3, 2, oh no, sorry, we've got another 20 seconds. Whew, that was a quick one there. Like, get a bit excited at times. So yeah, we're going to go in 15 seconds. Feeling okay? Everyone feeling okay? Everyone doing okay? Good? Awesome. Right, so we're going in 3, 2, 1. 1. So punch, rotate, punch. Or if you want to add in a toe, I always find it easier. One at a same foot goes forward, the same. Or we can stick. Or just here. Good. Last 5 seconds. And rest there. Okay, round 1 complete. How we all do? Yeah? So the 30 seconds was the working time. So I'm not going to advance that. But what I can do, if you're feeling okay, I can reduce the recovery time to 45 seconds. So I always give it open to the group and I always go who wants to go first. So option 1 is 30 seconds working time and a 45 seconds recovery. Option 2 is just what we did there, so 30 seconds working and a 60 seconds recovery. 1 or 2? One's 45, 2 is 60, so 1. So I'll go with the majority, but if you need, this is where where you need to focus on, I need to stop, because that's my level, okay? But we'll go even more in your one-to-one, that's when the comes on to the on-demand and your build your own, okay? So I need to make sure I get this time right. So back to the top, so there's nothing new, so we're going to be doing march first. So you've got your seated march, 45 seconds recovery, or there, okay? So we're going in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So same working time, or we're seated. Does get too much, even just legs or just arms. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds recovery. Next one is that sit to stand. Okay. So sit to stand here. If you feel, you can come up a little squat here. So we are going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So breathe out, breathe in. So you do feel that this one gets you a little bit more breathless. So what to do is take a rest in between. Just when you feel it getting a bit too much, or sitting here with support. 10 seconds. And rest there. So next one, touch overhead. So you need to take a seat, overhead reach. If it feels okay, you can pick up the pace a little bit, or you've got your seated. If it's too uppy downy, just stay here, overhead reach. Okay, we're going in 10 seconds. Inhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, and then inhale when you open up the chest. Exhale when you fold forwards. Good. Push the bottom back. So another 5 more seconds. And rest there. Okay, 2 more exercises and we're nearly there. We're some stretches in afterwards. Okay, so seated or standing, side bend over here and reach. We've got reach in front or reach over. Again, seated or reach over. So we're going in 15 seconds. Doing okay? Yep. Thumbs of the head, good. So, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. So we've got seated here. Middle ground, we're not pushing through. We're moving. Or across the body. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 5 more seconds. Then we've got 1 more. 2 and 1. So that rotating punches is next. So 45 seconds recovery. So we've got here or here or here. So we're going in 15 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Recovery, rest is just as important as activity. So ready to go again in 5, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm just going to stick with punches here. Get our karate moves on the go. Karate kids. Good. Thinking nice and strong. Then we got the toe tap option if you feel okay. So 10 seconds. And then another recovery. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take a seat. Now a bit for again, big inhale, exhale. So we're going to just bring down that pace gradually. So inhale, exhale. Let's go, we'll bring it down to a march with a little shoulder rotation. So we're just thinking about slowing it that a little bit down, just bring the heart rate down gradually. If you feel at any point you feel the heart rate's going up, slow it down even more, or just focus on either lower or the upper part of the body. So either one or the other, if you feel the heart rate's going up rather than down, or you feel you're getting more breathless. And then just a little bit of a torso rotation. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So recenter. Don't force it. If it gets too tight, just take your time into positions. Okay, so now we're going to bring one arm across the body, apply pressure above or below, and then you're going to squeeze it in. Every time you exhale, you're squeezing a little bit more, and then look over that shoulder. So this is moving on to more static stretches. So every time you exhale, you're trying to lengthen out those muscles that you've worked. A little bit this way. And then relax. Other side. This one gets tricky. The other side. Inhale as you exhale. We feel a little bit more looking over that shoulder. Big inhale through nose. As you exhale, squeeze it in a little closer. Okay, triceps. So straighten the arm, bend at the elbow, hand behind, chin off the chest, apply pressure either at the front, or if you feel more comfortable, you can apply it at the top. Good. If you can't quite reach the top, it's okay, just apply pressure at the front. So even if that feels more comfortable, wherever you can feel a little stretch here, that's where you might feel it. And then other side. So straighten out, hand behind if you can. So think about pushing the chest up, tailbone under. Every time you exhale, just apply a little bit of pressure. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of the sides stretch. Now we're going to do, before we went there, but this time we're going to hold. So either hold on to the side of your chair here, or up here. You're going to look over that back shoulder. And every time you exhale, you're just trying to look a little bit over again. But again, don't force it too much, as long as you just feel a little bit to stretch. Every time you exhale, exhale, just a little bit of a twist. Pull the shoulder back and down, the back one, and then slowly release into the centre before you switch sides. So holding on to either the side of the chair, or if you've got the backing of a chair, or even near a wall, and then look over that back shoulder behind. Every time you exhale, try and look a little bit further over. And slowly bring yourself into the centre. Okay, we're going to do a little bit on our legs. So we're going to heel dig, and then or foot flat. And you're just going to a little bit of a hinge so you can feel it stretch up through the back of your legs. So also keep a little bend in the back of your knee. If you feel that's too much, then have something a bit closer to lift and lean back. It's a little bit better or easier for you. So we'll get to figure this out as the weeks goes on. But all these stretches are very, very same. So every time you exhale, fold a little bit forward. But this chair is quite high up for me, so I find that I'm having to go a little bit deeper. So I find that something that's more elevated, and it's a bit easier on the back and a bit more supported at the front. But you have to work with what works best for you. Inhale, exhale. And then slowly coming up, switch sides. I need to come right at the bottom of the chair. Hoping I was on a swingy chair, I should have pointed that out. So when we're hinging forward, just pull the shoulder blades back and down a little bit. Do a little roll back and down. Inhale, exhale, forward and forward. Okay, so two more on the legs. So we've got open up the hips a little bit. So we're going to straighten one leg, and then you're going to pop. So use your hands for a little bit of assistance to pull it up, and then bend here. So you're trying to open up the hips, the inner thigh stretch here. So you can either straighten that here, so dig the heel in, or you can do a little bit more, pop it up. Don't worry if you kind of get, if this is more comfortable here, as long as you feel the stretch here, and the glutes and your inner thighs. This helps open up the hips a little bit more. So every time you exhale, just trying to push that, not too much where it becomes too unbearable, just feel a little length through the muscles. Inhale, exhale. The more relaxed you are in your breathing, the more relaxed your muscles are. windy. Okay, other side. So straighten it out, and then pop your foot up, even if you need a little bit of assistance with your arms to pull it up. Inhale, exhale, pull over. Does everyone find this one okay? Because sometimes I can only see from the... Yeah? Okay. No, we can chat a wee bit more in your one-to-one, what way is going to work a bit better for you. Don't know if you just... That's fine. Okay. So quads at the front of the legs. So I come to the side of, and then all you're going to do is you're going to pop that back foot so you can feel it stretch here. If you can, depending on what kind of chair you've got, if you can hold on, amazing. But not to worry, if you can. If it's too much of a strain, don't reach for it. Just feel that, so feeling it right in the hip flexors, so pushing that foot a little bit further back. Watch the back doesn't do this at all, so tailbone under. And you feel a little bit more in the stretch. Tailbone's under. And slowly coming in, and then switch over to the other side. So we've always got one side that you can do a bit better than the other. But again, just don't force it if it gets too uncomfortable. Inhale, exhale, into the stretch. Last one, so full body stretch. So stretch the hands out in front, right above your head. Clasp them together, hands facing up. Tall and long. Hands out wide. Give yourself a round of applause. We made it through week one. Okay. Comments, feedback. Please let me know.